Hello everyone, it's Gwethorn from Gwethorn's Games, and today I'm going to be running the Sword-Halls of Dol Guldur. Now, because the expansion's either released or just about to be released, I'm going to run the Tier 2 version of the Sword-Halls, but I'm going to knock it down to level 91 just because I'm soloing it.
Sword-Hall of Dol Guldur, in the central training hall of the enemy's minions, overseen by 3 terrible champions of the Dark Lord.
Now, the character I'm running with is Yellowline, basically to get the Raging Blow and to get the Bee Swarm and to get the Crippling Stings. So I'm getting the Encouraging Roar from the Yellowline. And the others are not particularly special, but let's get in. I'll bring up the Traceries at the end. You have to move all the way up to the Nazgul to actually activate it, and then the Nazgul will fly away, and that's how you know that you've got it up and running. Okay, so I'll just get rid of that. I've got the Mark of Grimbeorn on. Now, because I'm running at Tier 2, these have turned up, so you'll only be doing the first 2. Normally, if you're power leveling, I'll actually do all 3, I think, and do all 3 bosses, although normally you wouldn't. As I said, if you're power leveling, and you wouldn't be running 5 levels low, you'd actually be running 5 levels high, and someone else would be helping you run through. But we're going to get these doors here because it's Tier 2 are going to open up, and things are going to be attacking me through those. And I'll actually get the signature with the bees, so that'll help take everything else down. And then the other door will open up, and there'll be 2 signatures on this one. I have to take those out, and then the boss on this side will come out. Okay, here comes the boss. And get my wrath up, that's good. Get the bees on. So yes, this is the Tier 2 has, so I've already got the first of those quests done. Now, you wouldn't, as I said, if you're power leveling, you wouldn't particularly worry about the, okay, now we've got the Hendraval coming through. They'll be in groups. Oops, I'm stunned. Okay, that's 1 down. Now, I'm actually going to pick up the other group, and I'm going to run back to the south because I'm going to try and get out. Run to the south, get that bees on one of them, and I'll see if I can actually manage to get out before I get attacked. There's the other fearmonger, get that one out. Okay, let's see if I can get out. Leave instance, yes. Now it will run up, here comes the other boss. Let's see if I can get out before it actually hits. Failed to. Okay, but that would be normally how I'd get out, but let's keep going with this. Now there'll be a lot of ads on this, so I'm going to have to take a lot of stuff out. I've got a stunned removal, which is good. Bees back on the main boss. Now the Uruks are going to come out, the 3rd group are going to come out now. because I've not got out. Now, if the limit is 15 instances an hour, which is not that bad. Let's see if I can get this out. Okay, she's down. I'm stunned. I'm gonna have to worry about that. Got a whole lot of bats to get rid of, but the war leader's the one I want to drop the bees on. Okay, that's one necklace. That's two necklaces. Let's go for the third. That's three. Now the other group are going to come out. Get the war leader. In fact, there's going to be two war leaders, so, and that's the usual pattern for it. Get the other war leader. Get the bees on that. Come on. Come on. And then we're going to have the main boss. So I've got a fair amount of experience out of that. Okay, they're gone, and where's the main boss? Here it is. Now, one of the nice things about running this all the way through is there is gear that drops. It's not bound gear, so if you're leveling you can pick that gear up, but there's also a fair chance of purple traceries dropping as well, which is another one of the reasons to actually run through it. But it is faster if you're power leveling to only do the first two quests, then jump out. I'm just not doing it because I would like to have that tracery. There we go. Now he's going to drop some things on the ground. You've got to dodge them and he'll come back. Oops, I shouldn't have done that stun removal. It gives a bubble, but if things are attacking, then it's nice to have the stun removal as an option. Bees, there's the stun removal I should have used. So I'll show you the traceries I'm using in a second when this finishes. Get some extra wrath up. Okay, he's going to do that again. Oops, he got me that time. And there he goes. Okay. So that's the sword halls. Now let's see what we've got from the chest. We've got little things at this point, but let's see what we get out of that chest. We have a tracery, Nature's Bond cooldown of 18 seconds. Now I'll actually bring up the traceries I'm using. But you can see I've got a fair amount of experience out of that, and rinse and repeat is good. I've got a weapon this time. The weapon's not going to be that useful to me, but it does drop other gear as well. But the Nature's Bond cooldown, I'll keep it on me for another time. But okay, so I'm using the area of effect damage, the single target attack damage, man form and bear form, the Hearthen heal, so the healing has mainly been from Hearthening, although Encouraging Raw, which is the yellow line, does a fair amount of healing. Bond of Trust didn't do much, because I'm just getting so much other healing, but it is useful if you're really getting down on health. And the Beorning dot pulses, so that you get the maximum out of the bee swarm. area of effect. Now, the bee swarm did a 61% critical chance, which is huge. Serrated edge was running at 45, and things like claw swipe were running at 30, and 42. So that's huge percentage, and that's mainly because I'm running critical gear that was crafted by the metalsmith and jewelry crafter. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you for watching, and enjoy your power leveling, or do the whole thing if you want to get the traceries. It's a fair chance of them dropping, but and there's some gear as well. Okay, everyone, thank you for watching. Catch you next time. Bye all.